Naughty. Right, so this one, 3 ways you can do it. You could try this problem and do it using the void method. You've got a box inside a box, take away the inner box. You could keep the original dimensions, or you could make this base at the bottom, like a big section there, and then introduce these columns, reduce them down by the height of that bottom base, so make that 120. That's my preference really, because then we've got the same widths top and bottom. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 sections. Okay, so I'm going to do this using a table. Try and draw a straight line. So let's start off with sections. And section 2 and 3, I've arranged them that way so that I can just copy the values of 2 down into 3 easily. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So the first thing we want to do is put in the B values. So the bottom section, there's 140. It's going to be the same as the top section. 140, fill that one in. And 2 and 3 are both going to be 10. Now the D. So we've got bottom one is 30. Middle ones we worked out to be 120. And the top one is 25. Next, let's do areas. So we use your calculator. So 140 times 30. Don't need a calculator for that. 1200. 140 times 25. 3,500. Now the Y's, where are the Y's? So the bottom one is 15 millimeters from the base. Middle one, what's that? So you've got half of 120 is 60. And then you've got 60 plus the base, which is going to be 90. So you've got 2 90s. And then the top one, well, to get to the here is 150. Half of 25 is going to be 12.5. So 150 plus 12.5 is 162.5. So now we can work out what our AYs are. 4,200 times 15. I'm going to press the enter button because I'm getting high numbers. So I'm going to write these out as 10 to the 3's. So we've got 63. 1200 times 90. Press the enter button. 108. Don't need a calculator. No, it's the same. 108. Next one, 3,500 times 162.5. Press the enter button. And we get 568.75. You know what I mean by eng button? It's that little button there, that eng button, okay? Yep, got it. So then we're going to work out the y bar. That'll be the sum of the AYs over the sum of the A's. Okay, so the AYs, 63 plus 108 times by 2 plus 568.75 divided by The A is 4200 plus 1200 times by 2 plus 3500. And that needs to be multiplied by 1000. And that gives me 83.936 to 5 sig fig millimeters. Right, so now I can work out what the H's are. So that's going to be Y, take away Y bars. Again, we're not interested in whether they're plus or minus. So put your 83.936 and take away 15. And that gives you 68.936. And then use your back arrow, replace your 15 with a 90. And that gives you 6.064. Looks like a 1. And 6.064. Okay. Use your back arrow, replace your 90 with a 162.5. And that gives me 78.564. Next column I'll do is the 12ths, BD's to the power 3. So 140 times by 30 to the power 3 divided by 12. Press the Eng button and we will work in to the powers of 3. So we've got 315 of them. Next one is 10 times 120 to the power 3 divided by 12. Press the Eng. Okay, Eng again, so make it to the 10 to the 3 and I get 1440. That'll be the same for this. So there, when I first press my Eng, whoops, I'm going the wrong way, Shift. I got times 10 to the 3, but by pressing the Eng again, then made it times 10 to the minus 10 to the 3, sorry. So that's what I was looking for, because that's what I decided to write this column out as. Okay, next one, I've got 140 times by 25 to the power 3 divided by 12. And that's 182.295 sig fig. Now let's do the AH squareds. Don't forget to square that. And then we want to apply it by this result here. So 68.936, square it, times by 4200. Right, so that we need to make that into 10 to the... We all need to make all these into, because I happen to decide to make this 10 to the 3, 10 to the 6 would have been better, because these are coming up big. So we got 19,959. That's 5 sig fig, that's enough for me. Next one, 6.064. Square it, times it by A, 1200. Right, so that's 44, small number, 44. And this one is also going to be big. So we've got 78.564. Square it. That's the H squared, times it by the A, 3,500. Right, press the Eng button to make it times 10 to the 3. Going the wrong way. There we go. to 21,604. Notice everything's times 10 to the 3, and I've been playing around with the eng button to make sure it's all going to 10 to the 3s each time. Yeah. So we can then say, what is I? And that's going to be the sum of the 1/12 b d to the 3 plus ah squareds. Okay. Right, so we add up all these numbers. 315 plus 315 plus 1440 plus 1440 plus 182.29 plus 19,959 plus 44 plus 44 plus 21,604. So that's everything added up, multiplied by 1,000. And I get 45.028. That's 256 fig times 10 to the 6, and that would be millimeters to the power 4. So if I wanted to present the final answer in terms of meters squared, it'd be 45.028 times 10 to the minus 6 meters to the power 4. Curiously, for most sort of shapes doing these sort of dimensions, you tend up to being 10 to the power 6 millimeters to the power 4, and that's quite nice because that you convert that, take away 12, it becomes just minus 6 meters to the power 4. Quite often that happens. Okay. Where's my mouse gone? Can I stop you, please? Oh, there you go.